Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to enable CoPilot in your PowerPoint presentation and how CoPilot can help you enhance your presentation or recommend ways to make it more engaging and to summarize the presentation. So if you open up PowerPoint, you could be in any presentation that you want to be in. For example, right now, I'm just in the chapter for a PowerPoint presentation for the PowerPoint certification. And to enable Copilot in PowerPoint, we should be in the Home tab. And the last option on the right-hand side says Copilot. So we'll click on it and it opens a chat box where we could chat with Microsoft Copilot. And something that's interesting here is that, we as Microsoft users, if you have a Microsoft computer, then you or a Windows-based computer, you already have Microsoft Copilot built into your computer. But the difference here between Copilot built into your computer and the Copilot built into your PowerPoint is that the PowerPoint Copilot is able to be more specific and tailor right to the presentation that you are in, versus the Copilot on your computer, you'd have to upload it and put a lot of manual prompts, versus here in PowerPoint, you could just type in the prompt right away and Copilot can actually read the content on your slides and understand it as is written. For example, one command or one prompt I'm going to put into Copilot is to recommend ways to make this presentation more engaging. Let's say that I'm presenting to a group of clients and I think my PowerPoint looks pretty boring. Well, I want to make it more engaging. I want to make it more interactive. Then I could put this prompt into Copilot and we'll see what it says. Here it says that ways to make it more engaging is to add more visual enhancements, such as using a consistent theme and color palette, dynamic transitions, animations, icons, and infographics. And it gives examples such as using a cohesive color scheme, adding transitions between slides, and replacing bullet points with icons or infographics. It also tells me to add more content to engagement, such as clickable links or buttons, just more interactive elements, real world examples, and I could even pose questions or challenges. And what's interesting is that the advice is not just general advice from Copilot, is Copilot is actually reading your document and gives tailored information and advice. For example, the advice here that says pose questions or challenges, it not only tells me, oh, to make your presentation more engaging, you should add, a question or a challenge. It even adds an example of how could bee farming benefit your community. And this presentation is about bee farming. And other improvements such as text and layout improvements, image and graphic optimization. And what's interesting is here under image and graphic optimization, it's telling me to add an alternative text for accessibility. And in their advice, they're saying you're already doing this in exercise 7. So it's interesting that Copilot is able to actually read my PowerPoint, the content on there, and see the first slide in my PowerPoint is exercises that are to be done on the other slides in this PowerPoint. Another prompt I could put into my Copilot is to summarize the PowerPoint presentation. Let's say this is a presentation for a class, and we want to quickly know what's on the PowerPoint presentation before diving into it for, studying or before we start that class. So we could quickly ask Copilot to summarize the PowerPoint presentation. And let's see what it says. It's telling us that the overview is that this chapter focuses on enhancing PowerPoint slides through formatting techniques involving text, links, graphic elements. Here, a Copilot is able to understand that this PowerPoint is not a regular presentation. It's a chapter, and in this chapter, we do various exercises. So, for example, here, it spits back the key exercises that I put on the first slide, including the text formatting with word art, list formatting. So it gives a concise overview of what these exercises are. For example, exercise 3 on my slide, it says the format um, is to format the list to a bulleted list with arrowed points. And here um, it says it's connected with list formatting topic and so forth. And it even tells us about the content themes, such as the presentation uses bee farming as a thematic backdrop, etc. So it's just really personalized to your PowerPoint presentation. And the last prompt I'm going to put in is to make sure all formatting in this document is consistent. And if it's not, specify what is inconsistent with the format. And let's see what Copilot says. See, Copilot already knows the title of this presentation based off the title slide in the first slide. And it's telling me that I have text formatting inconsistencies. For example, slide 3, my slide title uses standard formatting, but in slide 4, it includes a special character, which is inconsistent with other slide titles. And for example, here, slide 3 only has specified font size of 44 point, but other slides don't mention the font sizes, which leads to inconsistent text sizing. And we could also change the images and the layout. And for example, um, it says on slide 5, the icons are to be aligned left, but no alignment guidance is provided for other slides with multiple elements. So, for example, on slide 5, I'm only telling students to put the bee and the tree icon on the left-hand side, but I didn't inform students to do anything else with the other icons on the other slides. And Copilot is saying, is that something that you would want to do to give more exercise, to give more practice to students? And here it even says there's a hyperlink formatting issue as well, that it's not consistent, that there's only a hyperlink on one slide, if I would want to add hyperlinks on other slides, and so forth. So it's just really interesting to see how Copilot has it super personalized to your presentation.